show's about to start.
Everyone. I am so sick, but welcome to a new episode of No Conduct Radio. This show must go on whether I can talk or not. Tonight's episode is called Thanks for Thanksgiving with a question mark at the end. So basically we were talking about what Thanksgiving really is it what we thought it was, how Native Americans feel about Thanksgiving. We're taking your crazy relationship. Well, I already have them, but your crazy relationship Thanksgiving stories and your Thanksgiving questions. Not like we're not asking like what do you cook or how much to put a turkey on or anything like that, but your Thanksgiving relationship questions. And also, if we get time, because usually we don't have time, but if we get time, the history of Black Friday, because I hear a lot of stuff behind Black Friday, and I don't know if it's true, but a lot of black people like to say don't celebrate Black Friday because of whatever. I personally don't believe that's the case. We're going to go into, I don't believe that's the case, but we'll kind of delve into that and see who believes that and who doesn't. So that's what we're talking about tonight, and next week we're actually not going to be on the air because it is a holiday and everybody's going to be out with their families anyway, so we're not going to be on the air next week. In the meantime, how's everyone doing? We have BJ and Char with us tonight, and I don't know where Logic is.
Doing good. I'm doing good.
I'm here
That's
also. Hello, everyone. I'm exactly 30 seconds late. I'm so sorry. Well, maybe 28 seconds and some change, but hello. I'm so
yes,
happy
how
to be
dare
back. I know, but I'm happy to be back. I look forward to interacting with all of our listeners every week and, of course, our host panel. So I hope that everyone had a tremendous week, some positive news, and we'll just keep it pushing from there.
How is it? Well, does anybody have any positive news for this week? So far, Char, it might shock you to know that it's snowing up here.
No.
I mean, it snowed. It really snowed up here.
My son called this morning. I was just talking to Charles. He was like, when is it going to snow up there? I said, they just called. Oh, my God, but that's so awesome, though. The first snow of the season. Don't you kind of love that secretly or openly? I don't know. Do you guys love that? With the first snow of the season, I think it's the best. It's great.
I like it, but I don't drive around for a living, so I can watch it from the comfort of my house. And my daughter just started homeschooling, so even I really don't have to leave home, so I can enjoy it from the comfort of my house. I like the beauty of it.
Right.
What were you gonna say?
But isn't your daughter like really loving it? Because kids get so excited because she can take a break from school. You give her recess. I know she can go out and be like, oh, just kind of let it fall on her face and melt. Because the first snow is usually a little thinner, isn't it? And then it gets thicker as it gets colder, and the next thing you know, it's like boom, snow, and stick. So.
Well, she took our cats out one by one today. She wanted them to experience the snow. And, so she had fun doing that. And then I was going to take her out after I finished working, but by then it had started raining, so I just took her out to, we just had to clear off the car. That was about it before that snow turned to ice. That was about it. Mm-hmm. So we didn't really have a fun day. But I did just buy her a sled. So I bought her a sled maybe 2 weeks ago. But my dumb self, I completely forgot to get her, she needed new boots because, children grow. She needs new snow boots and she needs a new coat. So I completely forgot to buy all of that for her. So when we went outside, she wore a pair of my boots and she wore her old coat. It's too small. Like, oh, my God, stop complaining. Just put it on. Your new coat will be here in like a couple of weeks. Shut up. Yeah, so I don't know how I forgot that. I think I just haven't gotten this parenting down yet. But I completely forgot. Yeah. So that's my parenting fail for today.
But 1 minute is summer, Kai, and then fall comes so quickly and it's so short, and then you have winter. So I feel like it's easy to kind of drop in transition for a moment. I don't feel like it's bad parenting at all. It's just like, oh my God, it was still warm outside. So many, such a time ago. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago. So BJ, how do you like the snow? The first snow today. Were you in New York today, or are you in PA?
I'm in Philadelphia. I mean, the snow, I don't really, I'm not excited about the snow. It is what it is. Just an idiot drivers, that's all.
When you were growing up, is that a big deal to them? Do they love it during the holidays?
What about what?
The snow. I said, what about the kids? Your kids. I said, did they look forward to when they were growing up?
My kids. Okay. Only have one kid that's in high school. She don't really excited about the snow, so she's 14.
Well, she's saying when they were growing up, were they excited about it?
Oh, when they were growing up. When they were growing up, sure. Kids love that when they were growing up. Yeah. I didn't hear the other part that you were saying now. I was like, what?
Because, BJ, just remember there's people that live on the other sides of the country here in America where they never see anything like that in their whole life. So it is kind of like really special because it reminds them the holidays are kind of delicious food being more often that they love and remember. So, I mean, it just brings you to a special time.
It could be wintertime without snow. I can deal with that. Just be cold, I can deal with the cold. No snow, no rain, I can deal with that.
I didn't grow up here, so I enjoy the snow. I like seeing it. So.
I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it.
I think y'all have seen it enough that y'all just got desensitized to it.
That's crazy.
Probably.
Like if it snows too much, I don't even go out. It's like whatever. I work from home. I don't whatever.
Well, my cousin is in South Florida, and she said today it was 89 degrees down there. I was like, oh, no, you could keep that one. I'd rather the snow. That is too hot. In November, 89 degrees? Are you serious?
89.
You're crazy.
Oh, God.
You're crazy.
I like the heat.
Logic, you finally made it.
Yeah, sorry. I lost track of time.
Glad you decided to join us. Like, we were talking about the snow today. How did you like the snow? Did you have to drive around in it, or was it not really that big a deal?
I haven't been out, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You just watch it. The only person that's been driving around in it is BJ?
BJ. He's the movie.
No, I didn't drive around in it either. I didn't drive around in it.
Oh, really?
Oh, you didn't?
No. Nope.
Oh, well, then there you have it. Nobody experienced the snow except to look outside.
Yeah, that's about it.
I'm still trying to warm my pool up if anybody cares. I still want my pool to be warmed up, but it seems like it's not working, so. I mean, that's my dilemma.
What do you need your pool warmed up for? Isn't it hot as crap down there?
No. See, you guys forget it gets cold here, so I want to be able to swim year-round, and it's a but I don't know how to do it. I hear it takes 12 hours, and what if I change my mind after being at work all day, and then the pool's heating up, and I get home, and I'm like, forget it. I've wasted electricity and time. Every time I want it heated, I have to heat it. I have to press the button to heat it. So I want to be able to swim year-round. If it's December, January, February, November. So, yeah,
and then what? Do you come out? After you swim in your heated pool, you get out and you're in the freezing cold?
Yeah, but you know how good that feels, especially in a jacuzzi when it's really, really hot. Jacuzzis are always hot, right? But you still got to heat it. So imagine it's always – a lot of times it's cold if you're outside in the jacuzzi, but then the jacuzzi's warm. And if you have a glass of wine or some champagne, of course it's going to warm you up even more. But, yeah, it's kind of like a blast. There's a blast of cold, a blast of warm, but it feels really good. It's almost kind of sensual if you think of it that way.
No, thank you.
It's a little sexy.
No, that's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm just trying to figure out how to do that without waiting 12 hours while I'm at work and then like, oh, gosh, I don't want to get in it now.
No, my dream pool is like an indoor-outdoor pool. Like in the summers is outdoor and the winter is indoor. I'm not getting out of the pool into a blast of cold air. Sounds like pneumonia to me. Nah.
What you mean it's covered? You mean it's covered? Like, in other words, a completely indoor pool is what you're saying. That's year-round. Is that what you're saying? It's always covered?
No.
So, I mean,
no, you can
pool,
open it up in the summer. Like you can open the walls up in the summer, so it's now an outdoor pool, and you can close the walls in the winter or whatever, and it's an indoor pool.
Okay.
I thought about it a long time ago, and then I saw somebody who had it on, what was that, Ballers or whatever that show was back in the day, where they used to go to like rich people's houses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kai,
so somebody, of course, they got money way before I did, so they came up with the idea.
Also, I don't know what you mean. Can somebody help me here? When you say walls, you mean actual walls that come up and over the pool? You press the button, or do you mean? I don't
really?
know.
So sure. You never heard of retracting walls and retracting ceilings? You never heard of that concept of retracting wall and retracting ceiling? You never heard of that?
No.
As much as you hung around rich people.
No, out here. 9 months out of 12, so I wouldn't know the difference.
For 15 minutes.
You're going to have to look it up, Char. I don't know how else to explain it to you.
Yeah, you're right. I'm
just,
really. You know what you meant? Just it's covered like with glass or something, and you can go. It's indoor, outdoor, no matter what time of the year it is, because it's completely in a closed environment. That's what I thought you were saying. Okay, I'll look that one up. It'll give me something to do.
Yeah, you're going to have to look that up. I don't know how else to explain it to you.
Okay, what's next?
Yeah, so Logic, we were asking how everyone's day was, so I guess you were just out of it all day because you lost track of time and everything.
Well, I was obviously I was just reading up a bunch of stuff, and I was reading on the fire in Malibu, and the Woolsey, and I think the other one is Campfire. And they were saying that it more than likely was started by the utility companies who, before the fire started, they was calling this woman that lived out in that area because they needed permission to go on her property because they had power lines that were surging and they needed to repair them. And so if it was sparking, and there's nothing but, dry, dead wood and stuff around, that's probably what started the fire. So the governor just said that it will, basically he'll allow the utility companies, if it's said to be their fault, to push the repair costs onto the taxpayers and not the utility company.
Because she didn't call him back or something? Like, I mean, not him, but the company.
No. This has nothing to do with her. She acknowledged that they were calling her because they knew that there was a problem with their lines that was sparking, but they just never got around to doing it. They never fixed the problem. So that's probably what started the fire. And the governor said if it is the utility company that the fire started because of them, he's not going to hold them financially responsible. It's going to be, they're just going to push it over to the taxpayers.
Gotcha.
And they're using prison slave labor too to fight the fires.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And they're paying them $1 a day.
Because our president, and you know what? Thank you for elaborating on that. Because Logic, I've been very annoyed. I've been so annoyed this past week with Trump, but he literally said, first of all, he's upset because his cabinet basically lost for the most part of the election because there was less votes to, really support him and his cabinet. And what happened was he actually went on record and said the other day that he was absolutely not offering any funding for the California wildfires, and they should have known to use the budget that he provided, or that was provided by the government, prior to him being in office. They should have used the budget accordingly, and it's their fault that these wildfires do happen year after year, and more often than not within the past year or so. So we don't care. So this, acres and acres of land being destroyed, and hundreds of thousands of people are out of their home. He doesn't care. So even though it started politically, people are trying to say as a campfire. Logic gave the the basis of what really happened. But the bigger question is, how do we even have someone that's supposed to be running our country that we look up to and have to, respect for his decisions? And are they going to keep all of California burn to the ground eventually? I mean, this is ridiculous. Because
I like how people are surprised that Trump is being Trumped.
No.
Yeah, right. I know.
Lost in that particular state, and he last week he didn't attend a service for World War II veterans or whatever. He went all the way to Paris, and apparently he said he didn't want to get his hair wet because it was raining, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not going to be out there." If he finally left with his wife for the first time in probably 10 years, so he decided to just enjoy the hotel room and actually screw her brains out for once. Now she's never.
Yeah, I highly doubt that happened.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Think about it. He stayed home that morning, but now he's pissed off again, Kai, because she made a public announcement to fire someone that was in something without his consent. So there's a whole lot going on. That's the reason. Whether it was a fire, a match, Smokey the Bear is nowhere around right now because nobody was listening to him. And right now it's still burning. Malibu is a beautiful area. There's no reason.
It's not a personal negligence. Like it's not somebody flicked a cigarette butt and got in the car and left.
Right.
It was a power company that more than likely, they don't know, but more than likely that's what it was. But the issue is these fires are normal. What the problem is that these people are building houses in areas that aren't suitable for people to live in, because the constant cycle of that ecosystem out here is those hills, they get lush and green during the spring, and then they get dry and they die. So there's always going to be a fire to replenish the cycle. So if you keep and then if you listen to the people, they're already talking the same nonsense they always do. We're just going to rebuild and try again. Like, why would you? What are you talking about? Go somewhere else.
It's not your
the
environment.
Same thing with Tornado Alley. It's like it's going to keep being a F4 or something that comes through and destroys a city because that's tornado land. Why would you be there? Just go somewhere else. And it's in New Orleans. It's the same way. You're living in a bowl surrounded by two different water sources. Why would you keep rebuilding your house there? Go somewhere else.
True.
No offense to anybody from New Orleans. It's just, it's hard for me to feel sorry for certain people. You living on the tip of Miami, it's oh my God, it's another hurricane. Really?
Like Colorado on the beach. Right. Hello.
Build a hurricane-friendly house and keep it moving.
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right. People don't understand about the ecosystem. It's supposed to happen every year to make new for new, for new growth and vegetation and everything. But they just keep building there, and it's not their environment. That's crazy. Okay, so Kai. Okay, forget the segue. I just want to let you guys know. I want to say this. I see you in close to a shout out for introducing that to me because now I get the concept. So thank you. That's all I want to say. I can actually see it online. Well, actually pretty cool too. I like it. Pretty nice.
Okay.
It makes you almost wonder what that poor bastard goes through every single day. Look, don't you your show's coming on. Don't you got the show? You got to go to the show, right? Do your show.
It's after, right? No, did you say 19 minutes ago? You didn't have a clue what we were talking about. So, because you weren't even on the air. What I'm saying is, I was giving them a shout out. BJ and Kai, who were present on the panel. Thank you for introducing the pool enclosures to me. That I didn't have a clue. They were talking about walls.
He was online. He was online when we talked about that. He was there.
Just see what it looks like. Because I told Billy that I didn't have a clue what you guys were talking about, but it makes perfect sense. Actually, it doesn't look like.
There's no need to get sensitive. saying that you have a very, very frenetic thought process. That's all I was laughing at. Just calm down.
My God.
No, it's in logic because once you get going, I can't stop you either. So I knew I was going to
once
say this.
I get going?
What?
You heard her.
Good Lord.
Oh, my God.
You heard her.
Wow. I'm going to flip this strip. That was crazy.
Yeah, I thought
you heard her.
To jump in and hold my peace for the rest of the show. So now everybody knows, even our listeners are like, thank God she knows what the heck an enclosure is that goes over your pool, the walls that you track. I got it.
No, I don't think they think about that. I don't think they think of that.
I was about
BJ, sure they are. Sure they are.
I think so.
Okay, before we get into tonight's show, I really have to talk to y'all about something. And when I say y'all, I mean the listeners, the panel, just everybody, because I need everybody to just lend me your patience. So, like I mentioned earlier, my daughter just started homeschooling. I need a woosah moment. Because, oh, my God.
Oh
my God.
She's been homeschooled for years. I don't know why I was thinking that. Oh, no,
no, she was homeschooled in first grade, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. And then she's homeschooled now. But she's homeschooled for a reason. It's not just like I was like, oh, yeah, let me homeschool her. She's homeschooled for a reason.
Yeah.
But it's just like parents take that 6 hours when the kids are in school for a reason. Because, oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You see what those teachers go through, huh?
This child, she's just complaining about everything all the time. It's so annoying. She just started crying out of nowhere today. She's just crying. What are you crying for?
She's a little girl. That's it. Mhm.
I was not like that. I was not like that. Like, what the crap?
Well, again, Kai, you're a dude.
I am not a dude. Leave me alone. It's just I don't understand it. Like,
you're just getting started.
I just don't understand it.
So
she one of the things also that, you know, she's crying about is she has a cell phone now. I told y'all I'll give her a cell phone. And Logic's advice to me was when she comes home, that cell phone goes down. When she goes out, she has her cell phone. So I took that advice under consideration, and I wanted to see if she can control herself. I wanted to see what she would do. So at first she was completely controlling herself. She was doing what she was supposed to do, and I praised her on it. And I also noticed with children, as soon as you praise them, it goes downhill. Have y'all ever noticed that? As soon as you praise them, it goes downhill. Yeah, so I praised her for it because she wasn't on her cell phone like this, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly it's like she's always on her cell phone. You know, I look, she's in homeroom today because she still meets with the teacher. She's in homeroom today. She's on her cell phone. What the hell are you doing on your cell phone? I'm just looking up something. I said, put that phone down. The next thing you know, after school, I guess the kids are out. She's on her cell phone. I said, what are you doing on your cell phone? I'm just talking to my friends. I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
I gave you an opportunity to prove somebody wrong, and you completely proved them right. From now on, that cell phone goes there on the TV upside down until your friends get out of school. Then you have 2 hours to talk to them. Then the cell phone goes back. I said, the first second that you deviate from that, I will shut your phone off. I'm sick of this.
The war has begun.
So then she starts to cry, and I don't have any friends around here. I just want to talk to my friends. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, here's my question, not to be a dick. Before this cell phone got here, how did she talk to her friends?
They called on my phone. Whenever they got out of school, they called on my phone. And they would be talking on my phone. But what it was, they would be playing video games, and everybody's on my phone talking while they're playing video game in their group game or whatever. So that was about it. Other than that, they didn't talk unless,
Wait. This online game that they play, there's no headsets that they can use? I don't understand why your phone is in play.
Some of the kids don't have headsets. so they have to use the phone. Some kids have headsets, some don't, so it's just easier for everybody to be on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, about your homeschooling, have you considered if there's a neighbor that lives close by that you know, the family, and they really, really, really wanted their child to be homeschooled, and it just so happens to be that it's a friend or they're friendly with your daughter, would you consider taking on another child, even if you had to work out an arrangement with the parents where they paid you or compensated you?
I would. No, you're laughing, BJ, but when another child is here, it's more there to themselves, and, she's not crying and complaining and all on me all day. It's easier when another kid is here. It's totally I would.
Then
there's another
when the kid leaves.
Oh, when the kid leaves, it goes back to the normal. Like, I'm so bored. Today was a horrible day. I didn't have any fun.
Listen, you need to hit her with the OG classic. My mom used to always say, if you keep on crying, I'm gonna get up and give you something to cry about.
You can cry about, yeah. Yeah, I heard that a lot.
Like I think you're a little bit too Dawson's Creek with your daughter. Like you're like, put that phone down. Blah blah blah.
I know, right?
Why is the phone even in her possession at school? That should have never happened. As far as kids talking on my cell phone to play a video game, hey, listen. If your bum-ass friends can't afford headsets, I don't know what to tell you, punk. You're not using my cell phone. Beat it.
Yep.
I mean, I hear you, Logic, but I'm not as hardcore as you are.
That's not hardcore.
If they're playing video games on my cell phone, then I don't have a problem with that.
That's crazy talk.
That's not hardcore.
Again, back in the day,
it's just like having a house phone.
if my mom
Didn't you use
picked
the house
up,
phone to talk to your friends?
Yeah, and when my mom picked up the phone, hello, who's on the phone? Get off the phone.
Yep.
I got to use the phone. And that was it.
Right
Conversation over. Click, clack, click, clack, boom.
Yep. Yep.
And that was it. Especially if she called one of my aunts, it was a wrap. She's on the phone for hours now. I might as well get this homework done because this call is going until 9:30.
Again, I had a different childhood because I didn't even call friends. Like I didn't like my house wasn't like that. We didn't call friends, and that was something I saw on TV. Like people spending hours on the phone talking to their friends and stuff. I didn't do that. Like we friends didn't come over to our house. We had a basketball hoop, and people weren't allowed to play on our basketball hoop, like stuff like that. So
yeah, but see that's one thing to have those things and not have the ability or the option to have friends over. You give your child the ability to have friends over, but you give too much of your space to your kid. Yep. And this is what I've always told you for years. You need to have quiet times. You need to have, stuff where this is mine. You can't touch it. I don't care what the situation is. This is mine. You can't touch it. Leave it alone. And you don't. You know what I mean? She uses your phone. She uses your tablets and all this other stuff like that. And it's constant. It's a constant thing. And this is why she's going to continue to want more. Because that old statement, you give them an inch, they take a mile, that people say that kind of stuff for a reason. Because it's true about human behavior. She's not going to get that and say, oh, my mom's nice. She let me use her cell phone, so I'll just be good and quiet and leave her alone because, she gives me everything No. She's going to have a kid's mentality, and she's the only child on top of that, so she has no restraint, doesn't know how to, what's the word I'm looking for, delay her gratification, so she's going to freak out when she can't do what she wants to do, i.e., I'm bored. I can't do anything. And this is because you give too much.
I just want to be a good mother and for her to have a nice, nice childhood memory. Stop laughing at me, DJ.
You hear that laughter? That laughter is an experienced parent.
Yep. Yeah. Woo!
I hate you, BJ.
I feel good. What?
Well, BJ, let me ask you this. If your daughter went out and had a nice day or whatever when she was younger, and I guess it was all over, did she then get emotional and like, I wish, I don't know, I had fun today. Today wasn't a good day or whatever?
She wish what? Oh, what was that question?
Well, how did you pose that question? That was all over the place.
Okay, so your daughter went out, had fun for the day or whatever, but then the day is over. It's time to come home. All her friends go home. She's home now, and it's settled.
Okay.
Did she ever just start getting emotional and just being like, I wish I did more fun stuff today, or today wasn't as fun? And she'll start picking out the bad things that happen.
See, if you give if the friends come over playtime at school, playtime, and that's done a certain amount of time, like 2 hours, whatever, 3 hours, whatever. Once that's done, it's done. You go do something else you're supposed to do, whatever, because you gave her that option to have fun. It's like a reward, whatever, not even a reward, just have something fun to do. Like after that, do your homework, whatever, do something, study. And there's no pouting on like that saying, I had nothing to do, I'm bored. Nah, they wasn't like that. Well, the girls wasn't like that.
No, you're misunderstanding what she said. She said you took your daughter out for a great day. She had all of the fun that she wanted. She had all of the fun that she wanted to have, and then after the day was over, she started picking out all of the gaps in between and said, "Oh, I wish I would have did this," and "Oh, I didn't do that," the day was wasted because I didn't.
Nah, she never did that. Nah. Oh, no. Nah. That's crazy. If I took her out, no way. That's called ungrateful. Yeah. That's ungrateful,
There you go.
I would be like, go to your room because I spent money, I spent time on you, and out of my heart I took off of work or whatever.
Yeah,
you better be grateful.
Yeah, that's being ungrateful. And that's called for you be on punishment for the next week or whatever after that.
Right. Now you're nice on punishment. No time out or something.
Well, y'all come raise my child because apparently I'm doing it wrong. Good God.
The thing is, much time it takes to take a child out and do whatever. And if you bring a friend, it's double you and double patience, double everything. You got to spend money. It's everything. It takes everything out of a parent. So how to come back, be grateful for what did happen. I mean, come on. We're going to do some other fun stuff together. You're going to be with me 18 years. Please, for the love of God, just at least be appreciative of what I have done for you at this moment, today, yesterday, whatever, because you're a parent. You're doing what you can. You can't be perfect. You can't make everything happen all the time. Kids have to understand. It's like having all their candy at once on Halloween. Okay, first of all, I don't celebrate Halloween, but you get where I'm going with it. You can have all the candy.
Yes, I understand.
You can have all the candy. Yeah, you can. You just can't. So they have to understand the balance of things. Balance of things and being grateful and appreciative for what parents, you, the parent, okay, as well as her father, what you guys do for her. It's just kids are she's at that age where they want everything.
I think I have the personality where I shouldn't be raising a child by myself because I just have too many things in my head and I just shouldn't be raising a child by myself. But it is what it is.
That's what it is?
You said what?
Okay. Well, is that what the case is? What you just said, is that what it is?
I don't know. I just think I shouldn't be raising a child by myself, but, whatever. Anyways, that was what I needed to. I needed to unload on y'all, so we can get started on the show now.
We all take turns. Who does unload on us is, I don't know, maybe the guys. I don't know.
The guys don't say anything. They don't have any drama ever.
I don't think the guys ever unload on us. There's unload on us right now.
Y'all
never unload on us.
No, you never do.
First of all, I don't deal with drama. I don't involve myself with drama.
I understand, but there should be some kind of problem, something. Your life can't be perfect.
No.
No, life is very manageable.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You're right.
Well, Logic, I'm going to call both of y'all out. I'm calling BS on this because here's the problem. The two of you, for whatever reason, have all kinds of things that happen to you in your life, whether it be today, yesterday, 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago. Day by day, life happens. You go through things. You have family. You have friends. You have things that didn't work out for you. You have money issues or whatever. Somebody asked you for something that didn't work out. You wanted something that didn't happen. But you don't really necessarily share enough of your reality with us because Kai and I share our reality. Every now and again, Kai and I do unload on you guys. The least you guys is put within yourselves from your little
Listen, look, hold on. I don't have broads in my life giving me problems because I don't deal with chicks. Listen, just let me finish. Because most people, their problems are either money, relationships, or kids. And if I did, I'd whoop ass. I don't sit here and negotiate with kids. You do what I say. You shut the hell up, and everything will be fine. Chicks, you come in here, I have a certain way of doing things. If you don't like it or you got some other idea of what you're looking for, kick rocks. It'll be another chick along very soon. There's no drama. And money, I'm good on money. So it's like, what drama am I going to have? I don't have any drama. Whatever chicks don't like it, beat it. I don't have kids. And I got enough money to float my life pretty substantially. So what drama am I supposed to have?
Okay.
I want to live BJ or Logic's life, apparently.
Right.
Well, you know, there's a dude down in South Philly named Luca Brazzi. He'll handle that for you. You know?
But Logic, we appreciate you, okay, elaborating on the love relationship side of your love life or whatever. I'm not talking about, I'm saying life. You could have went to DMV, and the lady at the desk could have cut you.
Well, hold up.
Well, no.
But she could have had no teeth. And she don't.
Sure. I think, I have a very high threshold for tolerance, so I don't freak out on every little thing that happens. It's not like that with me. So, I don't. That's what I'm saying. How you think everything happens like a problem?
I don't even think that's a threshold. Like if anybody knows that they're going to the DMV, you know what? It's more than likely going to be crowded. You take a book with you. You know what money that you need. Hopefully, you go on the website to see what kind of money order you need. If it's $35 or something, or if it's free, you find it out. You go down there, you deal with it, and you leave. Like, where's the drama? What drama?
It's 3.5 many times I'm sure. And the lady at the desk has an attitude because she takes her job.
She works at the DMV. Why would I allow a woman, a miserable, old, more than likely ugly chick, to impact my day? I'll never see her again.
Exactly.
I'll laugh at the fact that she's miserable working this job that she can't quit. I'll laugh at that while I'm waiting to do whatever I have to do. Because I know she's still going to be here tomorrow miserable.
I hear you, Logic. So, BJ, here's the challenge for you. Logic just shut me down on that. That's fine. What about this scenario? You're in traffic because you have to go to New York often. All right?
I'm in traffic.
Somebody cuts you off.
Traffic.
Move on with the attitude and then flick you the finger.
And
so many gets coming off that highway in Philly, and it takes forever, and you got to go through tolls, blah blah blah. And maybe say something to your window, but your window's up. What are you gonna do? Is that something that? What I'm saying, things happen in
Lord,
life.
that sounded complicated as crap.
It did. What is she trying to tell me? Before I supposed to chase the guy down and crash my car and get out and start fighting him? What do you want me to do? That's not my character.
It really explains a lot of why broads go off.
I know, exactly. It's like, what?
Road rage is real. Okay, you guys listen. Believe it or not, that was just a stretch, but here's the honest to God truth. I have a brother, when he was 20 years old, he was in Chicago, when he was 20 years old, a lady cut him off. I don't know if it's a lady or a guy. Cut him off in traffic. He goes out, goes to her window and blows her head off with his rifle, whatever kind of gun he had. Blows her head off, and he's in prison the rest of his life.
Well, he has some emotion. He has some issues. That's it. What?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Right. So that's a bit much, but I'm just saying you just never know when things happen in life. But
you're talking about a crazy person. You can't avoid crazy, no matter, like, you can't. Just like those people, the two black couples that got killed by the white supremacist guy, they were in Crozers. shopping, like getting macaroni or something like that, and they got shot. You can't. There's nothing you could do about that. But you're talking about like snapping and getting upset about drama, just like we were talking about there's snow in Philly. So if you go out, you know it's snowing. You know, why would you go out thinking, I'm going to go to the store and it should only take me a half hour like normal? You know it's snowing. You leave earlier. So you don't sit there and freak out at every traffic. What is holding up? What's going on? Why is it so much traffic? What? What are you going through all that for? Just leave earlier. Don't freak out. What are you freaking out about? You know, your car cut off and on the side of the road. You have to go to the dealership and see what's wrong. You already need to prepare yourself to pay almost $1,000 to fix something. Because you know it ain't going to be something cheap like, oh, you're in luck. It was only a dog. Luckily, we had 3 extra ones hanging around, and it's Bobby's last day. We want to go out, so we just hooked you up for free. Here you go, $20. It's not going to happen. So you already need to have a little nest egg of a car, what the car money. Yeah. You know, if you don't have that, if you're living cheek to cheek, hand to mouth, yes, you're going to freak out about a lot. A lot of stuff. Until you get a little, but you know what it is? Men have buffers. I don't think women have buffers. Men keep a bubble in order to not punch somebody in the jaw. Yeah. But women can freak out all the time and there's no consequences. I think men learn to control their reactions because we know that there's consequences. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can get into serious trouble. Anyone? You can get into serious trouble. We control our actions, boy. We're the first one to go to jail. What?
Well,
be smart about it.
Y'all, I don't know. I guess I don't really go out and get drama, but I have a kid and I have a business and stuff happens, so I have.
Well, you don't got to go out and get it. You know, it's it happens. But you know, you got to know how to control you. You got to control yourself. You know, just don't get into the situation. That be bigger than the other person. You know.
So guess what just happened?
Can't do that.
Guess what just happened? This is a complete twist. Diddy's ex-wife died. She was 47 years old.
Oh, yeah,
Kim Porter, she died.
Well, Stan Lee did, too. Stan Lee died, too.
Who?
Well, yeah, I know Stan Lee died yesterday. But Kim Porter just died. She had flu-like symptoms and possibly pneumonia. But they're not sure what she died of.
Oh, my God, that's crazy. That is absolutely
crazy. She knows something.
I mean, wow. Oh, my goodness. Okay, and who else died yesterday?
Stan Lee.
You know who Stan Lee is, Char?
Sounds familiar. Recognize the name.
Oh, my God. Moving on.
That's good enough.
Real quick logic. What the hell is this? A majority of how do you say that word? Evangelicals would support Satan if he ran as Republican candidate.
Evangelist.
They did a poll. They did a poll of evangelical Christians, and they asked them if the only person to vote for in the Republican ticket was Satan, who would you vote? Would you vote Democrat? They said they would vote Republican.
Wow. Oh, my God. That is insane.
Evangelical Christians.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Wow.
That is insane.
And Trump say he's the evangelical Christian. How? Come on. Not even because I just cringe inside. Like, dude, are you kidding me? What word? At least have love in your heart. Do something that shows that you actually have some values, some Christian values.
I found it disturbing though that your political loyalty is higher than that of your moral convictions. You know what I mean? Like how could you be behind the devil? That's crazy.
That's
of what?
insane.
Because his pen is red instead of blue. That's insane.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard. So, on to the topic of our show. And I apologize. I'm sick, and I've been in meetings all day, and I thought I was going to lose my voice, but whatever. So what do y'all know about Thanksgiving? What do y'all think it is? Does everybody on the panel celebrate it?
You know what a good cure for losing your voice is? I just read about this actually the other day.
He's going to say something stupid, but I have to say what?
I was going to say something. I was going to say something naughty, but never mind. Go ahead.
I know you would, Char. I know you would. Oh my God!
Oh Lord, get your head out of the gutter. No, there was researchers that was researching all of these different remedies, all of the different countries and cultures, and they found that the most common is whooping your kid's ass when they're not grateful for what you do to them.
Y'all at the top of your lungs while you're doing it. Get that voice.
And then on every strike, you have to, emphasize the syllable. Didn't I tell you every single time you? That keeps your immune system robust.
Oh, it'll keep it real strong. You won't catch a cold the rest of the season. Well,
okay, I'll consider that.
Funny at the same time. Wow, that was so. Oh my God. So you have listeners going, okay, well, he said to just.
Oh my God. If you do that, if y'all do that, that is totally on you and not on No Conduct Radio.
Right. I know. Please don't hold us responsible because the next thing you know, CCS or whatever's car out there will be at your door. And it won't have anything to do with us, I promise. We know nothing. We know nothing.
All right. So how many on the panel celebrate Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Well, when you say celebrate, do you mean
celebrate
the
like
actual definition of what they say the holiday is?
I don't. Not the holiday. I
guess. I mean, do y'all stop and say, I'm thankful for blah, 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 whatever.
Nah, I don't do all. I'll go bust a grill, a couple of grills. I'll go bust down some plates.
BJ's like, let's get to the food already.
Yeah, I ain't got time.
But what if, like, one year your family didn't do anything Thanksgiving? Would you be...
What, food-wise? That's cool, too.
Anything from...
Yeah, like y'all just skip Thanksgiving like it wasn't a big deal.
That's it. That'd be cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no, I need that meal. I could care less about that turkey. I want all those trimmings and all those extra side dishes.
But Char, you can
have
that
you could have done it on any other day. It didn't have to be on November whatever.
Yeah, but it just tastes better that day. Then you have an excuse to go somewhere dry.
Really?
Become a DCQ.
No way.
Absolutely.
It don't taste better.
Didn't you claim to be
turkey, the same damn
Native American?
Oh, as much as Native American.
Huh?
I'm asking her. I said, didn't you claim to be Native American?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. She said,
and you can't do without Thanksgiving?
No, understand. I'm not talking about the part. I don't agree with the political part. Of course I don't. I'm not giving thanks and credits to that fool. I'm thinking about Christopher Columbus. Never mind. But the actual story of Massachusetts and the Indians and all that. No,
don't you know every time you eat those mashed potatoes, you are happy the white man massacred the red man?
The brown gravy on there. Once you put the brown gravy, it's all good after that. Okay? Because that's the story anyway. It's just a mesh of people that are together.
Man, if Osceola was alive to hear that.
I know. No,
brown gravy.
Are you asking us?
It tastes different on that day. No, it don't.
Cut. Are you asking us? Do we actually support the story, or do we just make a look forward to the actual celebration itself with our family in the meal? Because I look forward to the meal and the celebration, but by no means will I ever
get.
But
it sounds like you're saying no, because either one of us, because I don't celebrate Thanksgiving at all. Like, I don't agree with it like at all.
Growing up, though.
But none of us, we all can have a quote unquote Thanksgiving on, I don't know, August 5th. You're the one who's saying that on what is it, the third Thursday? Is it the third or fourth Thursday? I don't know. Whatever Thursday in November, you're the one who's saying that it tastes better on that day.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Your friends or your family, people that you give thanks to and care about. And it's something about when everybody's around you that's so warm, even if it's 4 people, you feel that
why
happiness.
Can't you do that on September 11th? Well, I picked the wrong day because, never forget. But why can't you do that on, like, September 9th?
Because it's 48 hours before September 11th, so I refuse to do it on the 9th. It's too close to the World Trade Center blowing up and all that, so no, I was right there. Not trying to remember that. But the point is, I get what you're saying. You're saying why any other day? Why not any other day, right? I don't know.
Yeah, you still have your friends and family around you. What's the difference?
You know what, Kai? Just for you, I might even challenge that this year, and I may just ask my friends or family that we're going to be a part of this that special day. How about if you come on the 21st?
And she called it a special day too.
And they're gonna say, "What the hell wrong with you?"
I was about to say they ain't gonna do that. He's serious.
Yo, does Jewish people do they celebrate when the Nazi thing ended?
What?
I never looked that up. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
Well, we're supposed to know that.
That would be something to celebrate, right?
Know that?
Yeah.
Okay, specific, and BJ's talking about, BJ, do you know what he's talking about? Please elaborate.
What?
Okay, Char, there was a German incursion where the Nazis had took a bunch of Jews and
you have to explain
them
to
up.
her what Nazis are. What are Nazis?
Oh, I'm sorry. Nazis derived from the brown shirts. It was a fascist regime that was highly racist towards Jewish people and black people. And
Logic.
Huh?
Logic. What is fascism?
Yes, for.
Fascism is an ideology.
Logic. What is an ideology?
Yeah, Char, Google it, Char. Google it.
You guys are not being fair because we had a game we played about 4 months ago, and we had to answer random questions about the world, about life, about science, about whatever, and I have satisfied life, so don't even go there. So I know a lot more than y'all give me credit for. Thank you. Yes.
We give you credit for it?
You guys can't make me laugh.
I'll pass 3 out of those 5.
Oh, wow, they do. I just looked it up. A new Jewish holiday commemorates the end of World War II. Let's look this up. May 20.
They just started doing it because you said it new.
Proudly wore the bronze and metal pin to the suit jacket May 20th. And blah, blah, blah. Yeah, May 9th, 1945 is a new holiday. Will be marked on the 26th of Iyar. I don't know what that is. I think that's a Hebrew thing. Oh, yeah, the Hebrew date on which the surrender took place. So, yeah, that's their day.
Oh, my gosh.
I guess some of them celebrate it. May 9th? May 9th.
Okay, I celebrate Cinco de Mayo May 5th only because my son was born that day, and I grew up in New Mexico, but I don't know if I'm going to remember the
night. What the hell does Cinco de Mayo have to do with what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Later. How does May 9th do with us? That's my point. It's 4 days for that.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, we give it to her.
May 5th, May 9th. So I don't know anything about that.
Now, wait a minute. Why do you celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah.
Huh?
What was that? I'm not.
Why do you celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
I just said I said only because I'm from New Mexico and my son was born that day, so it's a really big deal around the place, the environment that he was raised, and obviously it was Mexico. In Mexico Independence Day.
Do you know why Cinco de Mayo is special to Mexicans?
Mexican Independence Day?
Is that a question?
It's a question. She questioned it. She gave you a question.
She doesn't even. Do you see? See, this is why people make my head hurt. She's been celebrating something for over 20 years, and she has no idea what the holiday is about.
She said that's Independence Day.
She said Independence Day.
Okay, no, that's not me initially. So after that, it's like, oh, Mexican Independence Day. That's what everybody says back home. So they don't know any better. Maybe you should enlighten the whole state of New Mexico, because that's what they always say. Mexico and Mexico independence, Independence Day, whatever. So
and you never thought to look at us, did you?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of people just think about it's an excuse to drink. Like, go drink it.
They said,
yeah.
They play music, they eating, they parade, it's parade.
Day. That would be fantastic day. Okay, that's what you do.
I know that must piss some Mexican people off. Like, they just see a bunch of people wearing sombreros and
really
Cinco de Mayo.
Especially, let me say, because we're supposed to be talking about Thanksgiving, it really does piss them off, especially now when a lot of Americans are chanting "Build the Wall," but they celebrate Cinco de Mayo and have no idea what it's about.
Oh my God,
yeah,
I didn't even think about that. Build the wall until May 5th, and then we're going to drink and have fun.
Damn.
Yeah.
And what through the caravan? But listen, here we get off the subject. I don't agree with that, and I'm going to tell you why, Kai, and logic. Only because growing up in New Mexico, Mexicans they embrace other people from other cultures that want to support or celebrate with them in their own culture. I don't look down on you and say, oh, do you know what you don't want us here in America. That's not true. I don't believe that at all. And that's not the excuse to drink. Patrick's Day is the excuse to drink.
I don't know.
That's why Patrick's Day was invented, just to get drunk. But I think has more culture.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. When you have white people in Boston running around in sombreros, drinking, talking about Cinco de Mayo, that's insulting, because you're literally now making a caricature. Like, your sombrero, like, seriously? For Cinco de Mayo, you went out and you got a sombrero,
it's
but you don't, it's not called, what are you talking, it's a hat. You know what I'm saying? But the whole, like, with black people in the South, the whole do-rag and the mammy look, that's not culture. That's a caricature of what they said black people look like. Just like, huh?
No, it's not a caricature. It's a hat in Mexican culture.
A character?
Not all Mexicans wear sombreros, Char.
Okay,
it's a caricature. People think Mexicans and they think sombrero, mustache, the bandolier thing going across. They think of a bandito character. And that's insulting, because there's Mexicans all.
I'm drinking it. Does that mean that I'm being? Does that apply on? Because I'm loving their wine. That's actually Spanish in many other ways besides Mexico. So what does that mean? You can participate in another activity or the tradition. It doesn't mean that you're being facetious or prejudiced or that you're making light of it. It doesn't mean that.
Nosebleed, boy.
No, it doesn't mean that. Well,
are you done, Char?
All right. Let me get back. Let's get back to Thanksgiving, because we're way off. So Thanksgiving actually supposedly started. So I'm reading this on history.com. So Thanksgiving, supposedly started when the colonists came to the United States. And I just learned this. They actually landed in the wrong place they shot for. So I'm just like, they still landed in the wrong place? Good God. Anyways, they landed in the wrong place that they shot for. I mean, like, Columbus did it, and then they still did it again. Like, good God, could these people not sail or something?
Right. Did they not know that was where they wanted to go? Where did they think they wanted to go? Does it say? Instead of that?
It didn't say.
No.
It didn't say. But the funny thing is, it was an assortment of religious separatists seeking a new home where they could freely practice their faith. Now, this country is supposedly only Christian people are allowed, and everybody else get out. So that's the funny thing. So anyways.
Native culture, the native, what does that have to do with the Indians? I mean, So the Europeans were supposed. I thought it was a treaty between the Europeans and the Indians.
I didn't finish.
All right.
But basically, they came over and they landed in Cape Cod, which again was not where they intended to land in the first place. And the Pilgrims, quote unquote, established their community there. And they basically had their first brutal winter, and most of the people didn't know how to survive there, so they stayed on the ship, and a lot of them just died from scurvy and diseases and exposure and whatever. And so when the first spring came, some Native Americans came out, and basically taught them how to live on the land and how to grow corn or maize like they teach you in high school or school, and whatever. So once they had their first good crop of corn, they decided to have a big feast with the Pilgrims and the natives. This is the story we learned. I just completely read a completely different story from a Native American. But anyways, this is how supposedly Thanksgiving started. So they had a feast with the natives. Nobody knows exactly what was eaten there, but in one of the Pilgrims' journals, they did say that they went to hunt fowl. So they didn't say turkey; they said fowl. And then some Native Americans brought 6 deer, and then they just had an assortment of vegetables and stuff. But the Pilgrims were out of sugar. They were basically out of sugar, so they didn't have any desserts. So all the stuff we eat now is just basically us. The different settlements then just celebrated quote unquote Thanksgiving whenever they wanted to. But for like 86 years, this woman kept trying to push for us to have a national holiday called Thanksgiving. So it wasn't until Abraham Lincoln during our Civil War that he decided, okay, we're going to have a national holiday called Thanksgiving, and it's going to be on this day or whatever. So that's when Thanksgiving, the national holiday of Thanksgiving, came around. And also, I want to point out, it was also thought of as a religious holiday because I'm trying to remember why. It was thought of as a religious holiday because when the harvest was bad, the governor actually called for a religious fast because they didn't have anything to eat. So I guess he said, hey, we'll just do a religious fast. And then after that, they were able to, quote unquote, break their fast with that crop that came along. So that's where history.com says Thanksgiving came from. Now, read from a Native American. Here it goes. So on Quora, I read from a Native American. They said, because somebody asked, do Native Americans celebrate Thanksgiving? So he replied, of course, it's our holiday, a commemoration of Native Americans and our traditions. It used to be celebrated on the Day of the Dead in early November, a Thanksgiving in honor of those who died that year, to remember them, to have them remember us with love. It was a harvest party with plenty of religion attached. Pumpkin, which was Aya, the rock, is a symbol of Wolf, son of Old Father and Mother Maize. First, everyone went to the creek and broke the ice, then bathed. Elders and small children could use a sauna. You scrubbed off with the snow, dressed in clean clothes. There would be a football game. Ours was played with a soft ball made of hide and stuffed with furs. Then food and beer, wine, and maybe some stump brandy the old women made last year. Elders would make speeches and then later tell old stories. It was the first days of peace that would last till April, when the women would challenge the men to a battle of the sexes. Football. No kicking, gouging, or blunt objects allowed. The women did what they wanted. They could draft men to play for them, and then at the end of the game, points were held up. How many points the women scored meant so many weeks the men would help in the field. No one ever really lost, and everyone won. Women got their fields guarded by the wolves and had plenty of maize and other things to trade. So that's what he said is the history of Thanksgiving. So I don't know if it actually came from that and then the settlers just made it into what it is now. But that's what he said Thanksgiving came from.
That sounds a lot more exciting than what most of us do, which is, you know, have a meal, family comes over, people hug, take pictures, maybe watch a good football game, I think, that's on that day, and maybe play some games, but not really. So that actually sounded a lot more interesting, but it's probably a lot more different than most people would ever imagine that, you know, how it really was. I mean, I'm not surprised by the corn and the maize and certain you know, vegetation or vegetables and fruits that were in the environment at that time, you know, that they still use today. But as far as some of the other things you were saying, even the religious aspect, I don't think a lot of people are aware of that. So thanks for sharing that, Kai. You know, it's kind of like, we live in a different time. I mean, things evolve. That's just how life is. But as
another Native American said they do celebrate Thanksgiving as a day to be thankful for their many blessings and coming together as a family, but they don't celebrate the historical significance of the whole idea because they don't celebrate Columbus Day.
That's exactly what I said. Wasn't that my exact answer when you asked me, do I claim to be Native American? I said yes. That's exactly what I said. I don't celebrate the significance at all, just the family part, coming together and you know, being happy and thankful for, you know, and plus it's a good way to make a lot of delicious food. It just really is. But it's interesting that pies weren't there during that time because sugar wasn't there. So I don't know where the pumpkins, is that what it was? Is that why people eat pumpkin pie? Or even sweet potatoes because it was...
They said pumpkins was to celebrate, like, the wolf or something like that. So that was the significance behind pumpkins on that day. And somebody else basically said the same thing. So they said First Nations people have been celebrating Thanksgiving long before non-First Nations came to North America. Some tribes have big celebrations for up to 4 times a year, like the changes of the season. But Thanksgiving is a way of life, everyday gratefulness for the natives. As for November, it's usually known as Family Day. This day has many horrible things attached to the original First Nation and non-First Nation people, which I choose not to write about. And then she goes, as for me, I love Turkey Day. So I don't know. I don't know what, to me, that's
Turkey Day. What?
That's really interesting. Like, they're just like, okay, you know, I don't celebrate it, but I do celebrate it. Like, it just, like, basically what Char said, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Then somebody else said, when asked if Native Americans celebrated Columbus Day, John Trudell's response was, that would be like asking if Americans celebrated Osama bin Laden Day. It's pretty much the same for Thanksgiving, which was originally established to give thanks for a massacre in Plymouth in 1637. And that's what I was thinking.
Insulting.
That's why I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Like, I refuse. And I tell my daughter we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Like, if we had the only reason we even get together as a family because everybody's off. Everybody just happens to be off on that day, and it's easier to get everybody together. But I do not celebrate it. If we could do this on a whole other day and a whole other month, I wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, back before when I used to do it myself, I used to have the whole meal on a completely different day, and I would invite friends over. Like, I would not do it on the Thursday. I would invite friends over, like, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after on, like, a Monday, for instance. And I'll say, hey, come, I'm cooking, come eat. That's what I would do.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't condone Thanksgiving, Columbus Day, or a lot of other things, like, at all. So that's the history of Thanksgiving from both sides. And that's also what natives think about Thanksgiving. So I want to, let me see. I knew I had, so supposedly relationships don't usually last throughout Thanksgiving. And let me read this story to you. This comes from Elite Daily. I broke up with my partner of 2 years during Thanksgiving break my freshman year in college, even though we were definitely still in love at the time. It was less about the dynamic of our relationship and more just related to the timing. Thanksgiving was the perfect moment for me to step back from this relationship and acknowledge that although I was in love, I really wanted to be single and free to learn more about myself in college. 6 Thanksgivings later, I'm still really happy I ended things that night. After we broke
the translation
up, I had
for that is that she wanted to slut out.
I knew you were going to say that. After we broke up, I had so much more time to make new friends, take new classes, and take advantage of all the opportunities my college had to offer. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. So if you're in a relationship, you can't make new friends or take new classes or...
You're right, slut out. You're right.
I mean, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you can't do stuff. I don't understand
no,
that.
it absolutely means that you can't have another guy running around up in your cooch.
Yeah.
It's so oppressive.
I mean, that's the only thing I could think of, but that's not finding yourself.
That's what. They got to something. They got to make it sound like something, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, do you think any girl is going to say, "I'm going to break up with my dude, I'm used to him, and I'm going to go out here and bang some strange guys"? They're not ever going to say that. They'll never be that honest and say, "I want to go out here and have a little, whatever." They're going to act like, "Oh, I'm just trying to find myself and blah blah blah."
Space. Yeah, I need space.
Yeah, I need space, and I need time to grow. And
right.
It's always going to be something. It's nonsense.
Well, apparently, like I said, Thanksgiving seems to be one of the most common holidays, quote unquote, that people break up. And a lot of the stories that I read were just basically either I just needed to be independent. It just seemed like the perfect time. So I guess Thanksgiving break, everybody's going their separate ways for the most part because, if you're not married, you go to your parents' house. And I guess that's when people are like, well, I think this isn't working out. So a lot of people want to be independent. Or if you do go to each parent's house and you see how the other family lives, then a lot of people back out after that. So those were a lot of the things.
Wait, whoa, what is that?
That's crazy. That don't make no sense.
Well, I was going to say, a lot of the stories I read were based on that. Like another story I read, she went to her boyfriend's parents' house, and they went to cut the turkey, and he put on like a miner's hat with a little light on it, and took out like a little electric saw to cut the turkey. And she was like, "What is he doing? This isn't normal. Why is nobody else saying this isn't normal?" And so she broke up with him after that because she thought his family was crazy.
She didn't like that guy.
She didn't talk about it. It could have been like a theme thing. It could have been like a tradition. Oh, my God.
Yeah. It sounds exactly like what it was.
These people aren't normal in the first place. We cannot base this on the fact that people break up more during Thanksgiving. That's the most pathetic thing I've ever heard. Those people that you did reach out, I'm sure it happened to them, but they all need therapy, and they're using Thanksgiving as an excuse to slut out or get away from their boyfriend who they didn't like in the first place. Christmas is right around the corner from there, and you have exactly.
I didn't want to buy a Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying? Let's get rid of them for the New Year's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Wait, let me say this. You're right. Christmas and then New Year's, the same type of celebration, the same type of food where everybody's gathering together. People go away from college, for that extended time. It's no reason. If you want to pick a reason to leave your dude, then because you want to get 3 dicks up there, you could have just picked Easter for that case. I mean, for that matter, because that's not really celebrated for the real reason.
You could have picked Valentine's Day. Yeah, she wanted flowers and candy.
I would think the New Year's would probably be when a lot of people break up because you're thinking like, oh, okay, I can't keep going.
That's where I start. That makes sense.
I need a new start.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. I would think it would be New Year's.
Right. That makes sense. If you read any more stories about New Year's,
I think with New Year's, from what I've read in the past, it's more people make the mistake of proposing, and then later on they realize it was a mistake.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's.
So I think that's what New Year's is known for. Proposing, your clock strikes midnight, and you're like, "Will you marry me?"
Like hell no.
Later you're like,
Christmas, because Christmas or Valentine's Day, I really felt because it's a time to give a gift.
I mean, that's another time. I don't know about Valentine's Day, but I'm pretty sure. But around December and New Year's, those are the 2 times that people propose a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Is it strange for your wife to invite her ex-husband to Thanksgiving?
Yes, that's very strange. Is that? Are you serious? Another war. They will start another war.
He ate at the kiddie table, right, BJ? Eat at the kiddie table.
But what about if they share custody of
what?
kids and they're like, hey, come have Thanksgiving with the whole family?
No. Kids is
no. Don't you need to be balanced. They share custody with the kids, so he can share custody of her bags at the end of that Thanksgiving meal when she's moving out the house. There you go.
Yeah, because ex.
Wow.
That's,
so if they just have a good relationship, like it's no drama or nothing, they take care of their kids amicably, and she was like, hey, I invited Kevin to our Thanksgiving, you'd be done with the relationship?
Mm-hmm.
You already know these
You asking me?
I would.
Yeah, I'm asking both BJ and Logic.
First of all,
I would.
If my girl was dozy enough to ask me a question like that, because I love her, I won't immediately strike her with the venom. So I'll be like, okay, where's his girl? Where is she at? If she responds, he doesn't have a girl, or she's gonna come with him. Well, then my question is, either A, if he doesn't have a girl, then she's gonna get the thunder from me. But if he has a girl, my whole thing would be let him go to their house. Let him go with his family. Exactly. He didn't. A stork didn't drop him off on somebody's doorstep. Where's his family? Where's his mother and father? Where are they at? Yeah.
Because
let him go home.
Because all y'all gonna talk about is like back in the day. Yeah, he did this. Like what? Really? There can be so much conflict conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like having a relationship with your ex where they come over to your current person's house, and that's kind of weird. Okay. Let's see. What if you went to the in-laws for Thanksgiving and found out that everything was vegan? I don't know.
Well.
Eat?
I would know it ahead of time. I mean, I wouldn't come. Obviously, something else to do. I couldn't do nothing like that.
No.
So you didn't know this ahead of time when you went?
No. Right? I got to know this ahead of time. I turn around quick.
Yeah, that's. I was using a beeline for Kentucky Fried or
what's the difference?
Just act like I'm not that hungry.
What's the what?
What's the what?
What's the difference? Just eat.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Out of all due respect, I'm gonna punch that grown man in his face if he tries to give me some eggplant on Thanksgiving.
That's tofu, right? That's tofu.
Like with anything, chicken, beef, what? Come on. Nah.
If somebody starts their sentence off with "it tastes just like," I don't even want to hear the rest.
It tastes just like.
You'll think it's chicken. You
would never know. It tastes just like. Yes, I would. Please.
Okay. So the guys say punch in the throat. I say it's no big deal. Whatever.
Really?
Char, what did you say?
That's because you're a Boulevard.
No, I said just eat a salad. No one's gonna look at you weird if you just have a really big salad.
Just eat a salad.
What? Yeah, just eat a really big salad. Put some toppings from all the other weird little vegetables can't pronounce, and make a really big salad.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody knows what dressing is. Yeah, and if you're too lazy, make a beeline for Kentucky Fried Chicken or McDonald's.
Did you just say a salad topped with other vegetables?
Other vegetables.
Is that what you just said?
That's what that's what
I missed that.
I was like, did she say that for real? I'm like, what?
I missed that.
Yeah, she just said you had a good salad and then you top it with other weird vegetables that are there.
I was like,
vegetables that you can't pronounce and don't know what to are. That way it'll
God, you off the chain. I tell you.
You look like you're eating a lot of
Okay.
participating without
Okay. I got it. We have 10 more minutes. I got to get through these questions. Has anyone ever shown up to your dinner uninvited, and what did you do?
Oh, the Thanksgiving dinner? Any
Yeah.
dinner? Oh, Thanksgiving? Well, one year somebody showed up and it surprised everybody, and it was like quiet, but everybody kept doing it, like ignored, like nothing really happened. So it was crazy, and I was sitting back and laughing, like, is anybody gonna say something about this person being here? But they let it go. I was like, y'all crazy, whatever. But yeah, nobody said anything because they want no ruckus. So, but eventually the person left. They got the, they got the cold shoulder. They understood that, so they left.
I am of the ilk that I will say something. I didn't invite you. What are you doing here? Did you bring food? Did you bring money for the food that I? No,
That was crazy.
I will say something.
Yeah, what's the etiquette
Logic?
on that? Like, if you do throw a dinner, right? Would you insist that people bring something, or are you one of these people that's just like, oh no, I'm going to do all the cooking. Everybody should just come and enjoy.
Well, it depends on if that person that's throwing the dinner, the Thanksgiving. They can say, y'all can bring a dish, Yeah, if not, they can say, well, I do all the cooking. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I invite you to dinner, I would hope that you would contribute, but I mean, I invited you to dinner, so
but you're not expecting it, right? You're not expecting them to bring it.
Yeah.
It's not potluck, though. Thanksgiving's not potluck. It's you cooking this meal out of your heart for your family and friends. If they bring a soda or some silverware,
like
some
any dinner, if I
plates,
invite you to it, then I invited you to it. I'm not asking you to bring something.
Did you say silverware?
Is that what she said?
She
No,
said silverware.
I said silverware, then I said I mean plasticware. I said or paper plate.
Eating
Who brings plasticware or silverware to us?
Wait a minute, Char, are you telling me that if somebody had a dinner, you would show up with forks?
I would kick you out of my house. Okay, when we have the no conduct barbecue, Char is not invited because we already know she's going to bring a cup.
I'm bringing a fork and a knife. What?
She's going to show up with a bag of ice.
Right?
Oh, yeah, let's just figure things to it as cool as they could be.
Yeah, Char, you're not invited. Don't be surprised.
No, I just want you guys
okay,
to, if you could
here's another question. Here's another question. What if your Thanksgiving dinner was catered? Is that grounds for a serious relationship talk?
No, why would that
So you would break up with a
problem.
person because they catered your dinner?
No, that's not a problem. What? Nah.
No,
as long as it wasn't catered by like Pizza Hut or something, you know what I mean? But if they went out their way, they went out their way to find people that could cook, and she's a beautiful, gorgeous, smart chick, but she's a terror in the kitchen. I would appreciate her saving up her money all year to get it done right.
So, yes, you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, Kai, can I just ask this? This is like a little bit of a segue, but the same thing. Do you know 2 Thanksgivings ago, before Charles and I were together, I spent Thanksgiving at a strip club. And I mean, with a 10-course meal.
So 2 years ago, you spent Thanksgiving at a strip club. God, see how complicated that was?
She said, calmly.
Damn. It was catered. That's the point. It was so funny. It was like so good. Imagine like you're at a strip club.
You ate strip club food?
No.
Char, you ate strip club food?
There are 5-star winning restaurants here in Vegas.
Oh my
A gourmet restaurant.
Was it Thanksgiving strip club?
And so it's like,
that sounds
catered,
both
like,
disgusted and lonely.
It was so good, but it was catered. So everybody walked from all the streets.
Yo, that's like going to get a flu shot at a gas station.
You have to be invited to be a part of that. It wasn't for everybody, but it was so fun. At a strip club to see.
If somebody invited me to a strip club to eat, we are no longer friends. I'm just telling you. So.
Well, this is only that invited me. So
okay, hold on. So here's another one. We have two more. My mother-in-law wants us to come to her place for Thanksgiving, but I want to stay home this year. How do I explain this to my wife without hurting her feelings?
I don't want to go to your mother's house.
Just tell your wife that you want to have dinner at
without hurting her feelings, douchebag.
How is that going to hurt her feelings? I don't want to go to your mother's house.
Yeah, that's not hurting her feelings.
If she is that fragile of a person that's saying, I would like to stay home this year.
He's a beta. He'd be a beta.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I don't know what to think.
He's scared
that was always their tradition, and you're just ruining it.
No, but why can't
let them start their own tradition. Eat at their house. You know?
Why
start a
can't
new
you
tradition.
make to be with her at home with your family?
Yo, I want to stay home. I want to have my feet out. You know what I mean? I want to have my sweatpants on. I don't feel like I want to stay home. Well, how's that hard to understand?
Well, my daughter's husband is in for a rude surprise because
Mother's house, Roger, are you going to say, baby, I want to
stay home, I'm coming to your house. You're not keeping my kid
Listen, that's fine. I don't want, if I don't want to go somewhere, tell your goofy mother come over here, bring her food, whatever. But I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, well, I'll do that then. We're over there.
That's okay.
All right.
That's
as
fine.
long as you're not trying to exclude me from whatever it is. Okay, fine, cool.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I've only been with this girl for 3 months. Should I go to her family's Thanksgiving?
Yes.
No.
He said no.
Let them go. They'll know what kind of woman she is. Let them go.
I wasn't invited.
It'd be a short relationship. Let them go. They could be like interviewing him.
No,
he met this chick in September, and he's trying to go to her family's house for Thanksgiving. Get out of here. What are you talking about? No. Go home, mind your business, shoot a text message. One text message. Don't keep texting all night. One text message like, hey, how's your dinner? Dinner's going great. How's yours? Mine's great, too. All right, I'll talk to you later. Boom. Done for the night.
I wish he was here.
Talk to her the next day.
With me. I wish he was with me, too.
Ignore all of that.
Let him go to her so he can get through 20 questions, and then the women won't want to date him anymore anyway. After he won't be able to answer 20 questions that are going to be hit. He's going to be hit by her family.
That'd be torture for him. Yeah, he'd torture himself. He'd go to that.
Ask a million questions. Yeah, anyway. That's fine.
No, that's a clown move. And if she asks you something stupid like, do you miss me? Turn your phone off.
Did I just see you yesterday?
What a dick.
No, Roger, you're talking about 20 questions like that. The family's
I hate that, man.
20 questions, so let him go.
I just saw you yesterday. What are you talking about, do I miss you?
Yeah, right. It's been 2 days. You haven't texted me. Really?
How can I miss you? It's only been 14 hours. What are you talking about? I'm going to see you tomorrow.
For Thanksgiving, why should it take 14 hours?
Why can't they just say, yes, I miss you? What is wrong with that?
Because, listen, you're trying to solicit a response, whether it's true or not. I'm going to tell you the truth. No, I don't miss you. Not right now. It's only been half a day.
Yeah, they
get out of here. What is wrong with you?
They can't take that. They're like, why not? Why not?
And when the day comes that I really do miss you, and I say I miss you, you're gonna know it's genuine, not just me saying, yeah, I miss you. I miss you. It's just like guys that constantly tell chicks, I love you. I think I love you. I love you. He doesn't love you. He likes banging you. He does not love you. When he loves you, that he'll say it and it'll be genuine. And then once he says I love you, don't keep asking him constantly, do you love me? Do you love me? Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just tell you that? Get out of here. Go balance your checkbook. We need some busy work.
I want somebody to we should get somebody to do a test. And one of the guys follow yours and BJ's rules, and one of the guys follows mine and Char's rules. And I want to see who comes out with, a happy relationship.
I am going to guarantee you, it sounds rough, but no woman walking this planet wants a guy that's going to be texting her 7, 8, and 9 times an hour, talking about, are you busy? How you feeling? Is everything okay?
God.
I miss you.
Well, we're not going to give
love
him that
me?
advice.
I
That's
love
horrendous.
you. No. But we're saying what women claim they want is not what they really want, because that will be that guy. Every time she suggests something, whatever you want to do, I just want to make sure that you're comfortable. I love you. I love you. Do you love me? I love you.
God.
What do you want to do?
All right,
I miss you.
all right, y'all.
What are
We
you
only
doing?
have like 10 seconds left. So next week we won't be on air, so enjoy your turkey or whatever. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving, that's except for Char, but enjoy your time with your family. We'll see y'all on the 29th. Thank you for listening. Peace out, everyone.
Okay, everyone have a happy and safe holiday, whether you participate or not. Just be safe. Have a great week. Goodbye.
Jeez.
Don't drink like Char. Please don't drink like Char.
Yeah.